Hello, I'm Dr. Gareth Moore and I'm a puzzle and brain training author, but in this video I'm not going to be writing puzzles, I'm going to be solving this, the Exit the Game Advent Calendar, the Silent Storm, and in particular day 6. But before I open the door itself, let's have a look at the storybook for today. Hopefully we won't need the hints and solutions, get rid of that somewhere, but let's find what we're doing for today. So it's the 6th of December, and if I can successfully tear it out, which is obviously the first challenge, then let's see what it says. Okay, so I've just read this over, and basically it says you arrive in the archive. The walls are lined with shelves full of ancient folios and folders, though they've fallen down. But then you hear crackling over the loudspeaker like you did a couple of days ago. Should actually have arrived in the archive by now if my calculations... comes the voice of Santa Claus. You're probably wondering what's going on here. And he says, never experienced anything like that before. I saw through my binoculars there was a stranger approaching the workshop. And not allowed to be discovered has always been the top Christmas commandment. I had to do something. And his last sentence sounds downright desperate. For minutes you stare at the loudspeaker waiting for more information, but none arrives. And it says if someone happened upon the Christmas workshop, that would be a big problem. This place has to remain secret. But what does the intrude have to do with the earthquake and the storm? And why is it silent? Nothing quite fits together. It is all the more important now you find the boss quickly, that's Santa, so he can explain to you face to face who he saw. But where will you find the necessary 3 digits in all of this mess? Something crunches under your shoe. You nearly crushed a magnifying glass on the floor. Oh, and underneath the glass lie 2 strange cards. Surely they must hold the clue to get you out of here. Now open door 6, behind which there were 2 riddle cards and a magnifying glass. Okay, let's have a look at the calendar. So here it is, and yesterday we discovered that door 6 was by here. So let's have a good look at this now. Alright, well on the basis there's no time like the present, let's see what's inside door 6. Okay, 2 riddle cards as expected, and a magnifying glass as promised, and a room. Well, I'll have a look at the room in a minute. Let's have a look at the cards first. So another elf employee card. Well, now maybe this is for today, because it did say it was the archives. But we have collected one of these each day, so we now have 6 of them. His name is Tobias Flitz. He is in the vehicles department. And he is a department head. They all have a stamp saying department head so far. And then we have a card which says, what's that under the mistletoe? And it has a blue outline and an X. Okay, very enigmatic. Let's have a look in, well, first of all, let's have a look at the magnifying glass. If I can open it. There we go. Is it really just a magnifying glass? Yes, it's just a magnifying glass and it does work. I mean, after a fashion. Okay, so I really can use that to zoom in on small details to an extent. Is there something really small written somewhere on the calendar we need to look at? That's certainly the implication. Let's have a look in the room. Oh, first of all, you can't see, but here there's a colour picture on the back of the door. Now, every other door has had on the back of it a monochrome picture of a line drawing, but this one is actually, oh, it's an eye with a magnifying glass. Interesting. I'm not supposed to look at the eye, am I? I mean, I think probably I can see on the camera pretty much any detail that might be revealed by the magnifying glass, but I could be wrong on that. Let's have a look in the room. So there is the archives with bits of paper on the floor and so forth. An interesting 3D effect actually, because there's some real depth, but then this is just drawn. Of course, the calendar not being infinitely deep or however deep that's meant to be. Then on the left wall of the room, there are, well, there's just filing cabinets and shelves. Okay, nothing very much there. The roof is plain, as far as I can see. And now the right-hand wall is it's mildly more interesting. It says increase each digit of the code by 1. Okay. So, hang on a minute. I think we must be looking at something else on the calendar, because it says, what's that under the mistletoe? And has a blue card. Oh, is that a card? Looks like a phone, but it can't be a phone. There's no phones in this world, I don't think. What's that under the mistletoe? Increase it. So in the room, it appears to say nothing except to increase everything by 1. And there's a red X here. So am I probably looking for a code somewhere on the calendar? Okay, somewhere elsewhere on the calendar that matches this bit of image that's been blurred out. And then I'm adding 1 to the numbers. That is my guess. So first things first, let's look for something that matches this, or some mistletoe somewhere on the calendar. Right, now on the main bit of the calendar itself, here, I don't see any mistletoe, anything that matches that blurred bell. I'm presuming there's a very small number, which is what the magnifying glass is designed to motivate. But I mean, I obviously don't know if I'm right, and I could certainly be wrong. Let's look on the lid of the calendar. So on the inside lid, there is lots of holly, but none of this is necessarily, or none of it is mistletoe. It's just a fact. Does anything look like this? It's like a white building and a tree or something blurred out of it. I don't know why the tree would be orange. I don't actually think, you can't see all of this, I appreciate, but I don't actually think it's on here. Let's have a look on the cover of the calendar. Right, again, this at least matches the colour, doesn't it? And what's this white? It looks like the back of a house. Is there mistletoe in this room? Yes, there's mistletoe here. Okay. What's that under the mistletoe? And there are 3 gifts here. What is this showing? I'm not quite sure what this is blurring, but is there something hidden on the calendar here? And I feel that I should look at this with the magnifying glass. Oh, there's writing on this present. It's the other way around, so let's turn the camera. Right, here's an extra light from my phone, and I've zoomed in. It says the code is almost 346. There we go. Quite small, isn't it? So the code should be 3... What's this blue box for? I actually don't know what the blue box is for. Makes me worry. But I haven't understood the puzzle. But it says almost 346. So I will worry about what the blue box is later. We'll see if it's correct first. So 346, and then inside the room it said to increase each digit by 1. So 346 becomes 457. So it's moment of truth. Let's put 457 into the decoder. 457, and see if that's correct. So we're starting here, and we're going down left 1, and then we're going down left again, and then we're going up, and we should have L moon moon, and we do. Fantastic. So we have found door 7. There it is. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and if you did, please do join me in tomorrow's video when I shall solve the door we've just revealed for day 7. At least I hope I will. And at the end of this video, there'll be some links at the top to some of my other advent calendar solves and other exit game solves I've done in the past. So please join me for those if you'd like to. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe, and also please like the video, and do please comment below. I'd love to know what you think. Otherwise, all that remains is for me to say I look forward to seeing you in a future video, and until then, take care and goodbye.